So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mesh there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And this one is right down Broadway. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Isaiah Pacheco. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Rashawn Slater, 1st-round pick in 2021, guilty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Mahomes going to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got room. The Butte, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And a run is on here in this first half. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. Oh, good footwork on the spin. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. Going to keep it on the sneak, and he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make it 24-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
And some space here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 91 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from 8 yards out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Herbert on first down now. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 22, Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Again, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. On first down, Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The drive will start with an option going left. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still.
And now here is another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. To Valdez, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and picked up by the Chargers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Now Herbert following the turnover, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Sharks got it, left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 29 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Herbert back to the air. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Herbert. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 2nd down, Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 16, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Here's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get...
Said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. That's Ross. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A 1st down throw. Here's Franks. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. Well, something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. Dances by him. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Chiefs, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.